This is about storytelling. This is about us looking deeply into ourselves. We can't shift our story until we actually have mastery and clarity and understanding about what those stories are. The program is for anybody who values relationship. The program is for anybody who knows that the most satisfying aspects of life has everything to do with the quality relationships that we form with the people around us. We are meaning-making machines. We are story, living, breathing organisms. We literally live story.
I think that nature is a great reflector. So often a quote you'll hear me say is, if you look into nature, you'll often find yourself looking back at yourself. And the more we tell our stories and the more we find similarities in them, the more I think we can connect them over and discover ourselves even more.
Many of us live story unconsciously. So what does that mean? That means that we kind of recreate the same old boring stories or ungratifying stories or painful stories. And many of us kind of reach a point in our lives where we kind of scratch our head and we say, maybe it's time for a new story. Unless they do this kind of work, they might never realize that it's something that they're bringing to it, and it's something powerful that they're bringing to it, that they are literally kind of like these unconscious casting directors recruiting other people into this pre-written script. And it's no fun. It's no fun kind of rehashing the same old script. Sometimes we just want a different script.
I think my expectations coming into today it was really just to learn more, and I was really excited about the idea of getting outside and being able to share stories, because I know that's such a powerful thing.
There were similarities between my stories that I didn't think were there. I didn't know that I kind of have these pieces of me from my childhood that are still presenting today.
My expectations when I came today was that I would just take the time to be present and really explore some of the stories that I have carried for many years, and I think I'm going to benefit from that.
You know, part of my agenda with every program I do, with everything that I do, is to connect the heart to the natural world, almost like an anchor into the natural world. So when you're not there and you're in that spot where you're confused or lost, you have a place that you can go to.
When we see ourselves falling into the same patterns again and again, no matter how hard I work, I'm not appreciated. No matter how hard I want to connect, I always end up pushing people away. The best and most powerful way for us to shift that is to start telling our stories.
From the very start of the day all the way to the end, it was just as if these aha moments were happening over and over again.
It was really able to make these strong connections that are very insightful, that will help me going forward and help me better deal with situations that I'm struggling with.
If we're aware and we're becoming aware of self and our surroundings, then we know how to avoid the dangerous situations. And I think that's important mentally, I think that's important physically, I think that's important on many, many levels, even emotionally.
When we start telling our stories, we're no longer on autopilot. We can recognize those stories, and the cool thing is we could actually create new stories.